Welcome to Math with Mrs. Bibb. Today I will be discussing slope-intercept form. I believe this is the set of notes that I did not provide an outline for you, so you should write down everything that you see on your screen on either your own sheet of paper, or I do believe I asked if you would like to have a blank sheet of paper, hole punched a copy sheet of paper. So hopefully you have your own blank sheet of paper, or you have that sheet of paper that I gave you in class. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. You are welcome to write y equals mx plus b, and then you can put slope-intercept form above that. I am okay with you not having a complete sentence like this first initial sentence where it says words. And then you should have y equals negative 2x plus 7, and you are welcome to just draw an arrow. I think they have colors, but the slope is negative 2, the y-intercept is 7. One thing I want to make sure that you realize, the slope is negative 2, not negative 2x. The y-intercept is 7. So make sure you do not include the x with the slope. The slope is a number. Example 1, so please do write example 1. I took away the description for example 1, so you do not have to write the description. Please do write this problem. Write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line with a slope of 4/7 and a y-intercept of 5. So please do pause the video and write that sentence onto your paper. So hopefully you have unpaused and you are watching the video again. And we're going to write an equation in slope-intercept form. So that's the first thing I write down, is the slope-intercept form. I have a slope of 4/7, which tells me that I do know m. m is 4/7. To show your work, you could put m equals 4/7 and b equals 5. This would be a great way to show work when you're not sure how to show work. So then you substitute your m and your b value into the equation. So y equals 4/7 x plus 5. That is an equation in slope-intercept form of a line that has a slope of 4/7 and a y-intercept of 5. Example 2, please write down write negative 22x plus 8y equals 4 in slope-intercept form. So you may want to pause the video and write that sentence down. So to write it in slope-intercept form, I need to get y alone. I need my y value to be alone. So how do I start to get my y value alone? I would add 22x to both sides. Let me show you the most common mistake. Don't write this down because it is incorrect. The most common mistake that students make is they will write this. So think for a moment, what is wrong with writing 8y equals 26x for that problem? Hopefully you said that 22x and 4 are not like terms, so you cannot add them together. It would be 22x plus 4. And then is my y value, is my y, not y value, is my y alone? No, it is not. It has 8 with it, so I'm going to divide everything by 8. And simplify. 8 will not divide into 22 evenly, so I will reduce 22 over 8. They have 2 in common. 22 divided by 2 is 11. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So that gives me 11/4x. 8 will not divide into 4 evenly. So I have a fraction that will reduce. Both of those, numerator and denominator, are divisible by 4. So I will reduce them by 4. 4/8 reduces to 1/2. And I have written the equation negative 22x plus 8y equals 4 in slope-intercept form. Example 3, I do want you to write down this word problem. I'm sorry that it's lengthy, but if you will write down the word problem, I will read it out loud because a lot of times it's easier to listen and copy down something than it is to just copy it from the board or from a screen. So I'll read this one to you. It says jobs. The number of job openings in the United States during a recent year increased by an average of 0.06 per month since May. In May, there were about 461 millions of jobs openings in the United States. And I said jobs plural, so forgive me, it's job openings. Write an equation in slope-intercept form to represent the number of job openings in the United States in the months since May. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is figure out the task at hand. What is this problem asking me to do? So after you read it, I think that's something that students have a tendency to do. After you read it, what's it asking you? Go back to the last sentence. That will be what it's asking you to do. Estimate the number of online shoppers in 2020. And actually, you do not have to estimate. I will show you how you can figure out the number of online shoppers without estimating. First of all, you have to know where 2020 would fall here on this graph. X is the years after 2010. So how many years is 2020 after 2010? That would be 10 years. So you're looking here for your X. And then you're looking here to find your answer. So you could estimate there, but let's show how we can figure out what would go there. I'm going to use the equation y equals 5.88x plus y equals 172.3. I am going to get it into slope-intercept form by adding 5.88x. So y will equal 5.88x plus 172.3. We know we're going to get, let's look at our scale. We're going by ones on the X. And then what are we going by on the Y? 25, 50, 75, 100. So we're going by 25s. So 150, 175, 200, 225, 250. So it looks like it's more than 225 million. Can you tell that from that graph? This is more than 225 million. It's above that graph. What I tell students is look here. You can see there's white space here where my little pointer is at. So it's more than 225 million. Let's find out the exact value. How many years past 2020 is, past 2010 is 2020? It is 10 years. Which of these two things stand for the number of years after 2010? Well, that's X. So that means in place of X, we're going to put 10. So Y equals 5.88 times 10 plus 172.3. Multiplying 5.88 times 10, you move that decimal point over once. So 58.8 plus 172.3. So add those two numbers together. You have 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 231.1. So I know it is exactly 231.1 millions of online shoppers in 2020. So the number, I'm going back to what I highlighted green, the number of online shoppers in 2020 is approximately, or actually, we don't have to approximate. We could have said approximately 230 million, but it is 231.1 million online shoppers. Okay, so that's right. I got it. The number of online shoppers in 2020 is 231.1 million. And that's my answer to that problem. I hope you have a wonderful evening.